ready to go? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining me today. I want to begin by thanking Oxford House for hosting us today here. Each year, Oxford House provides safe homes for vulnerable individuals recovering from drug and alcohol addiction. I happen to have the privilege in my previous portfolio, Associate Minister of Mental Health and Addiction, worked with Oxford House and many there. I can tell you firsthand, they do a fantastic job there. Thank you once again to my friend Earl Thiessen, who is the fantastic, thank you for a fantastic hospitality hosting us here. And he's also the executive director for Oxford Housing. Along with that, I want to acknowledge my other friend, Carleen Donnelly, who is CUPS Calgary CEO, for coming and share some kind words from her perspective and her organization contribution to the work we're doing today. I would also like to thank my colleague, Minister Furr, for joining me. Minister Furr fought hard for me to reduce red tape in our office, and she was a key part of today's initiative. Let me shifting the subject to why we're here today. In today's world, we live in a fast-paced, changing world. We all know how difficult it can be to get everything done quickly and in an ordered way. But for people facing challenges like addiction, violence, employment, poverty, you name it, keeping all the things working together is even harder for them, being organized. When you have limited resources at hand, you're struggling with problems beyond your control. Every small little thing adds to that overwhelmingness feeling. By removing some barriers and help vulnerable burdens get things done a little bit easier, that helps to improve their lives. This is why we're proud to introduce a new online system to help Albertans easily apply for income support. With this new system, we can provide such service 24/7. Alberta's government knows by removing unnecessary administrative burdens to people, we can save time and we can save lives and we can save money too. And this is extremely important for vulnerable Albertans who have very limited resources, like I mentioned earlier. The new system allows applicants to quickly determine if you meet the basic eligibility criteria, reducing their worries and eliminating the concerns they need to find multiple documents all over the place and wait for a long time to get to a decision. And now applicants can simply submit their completed document online, and the decision will be made very quickly. They no longer have to try to find a government office, to find the fax machines, and to find a part of the post office to send in the paperwork. And you can imagine going through this obsolete old way of doing business, how much that can cause frustration for people. Partially completed applications is one of the highest reasons why access and assessment and decisions are being delayed, because you don't have complete information there. With this new automated system, it will automatically remind you what's missing, what else is required. So put everything in place, but incomplete. All of those changes will save vulnerable Albertans a tremendous amount of time and stress. In addition, the new system will free up our staff resources. As you can appreciate, if we have the trained workers, they can be freed up from the administrative paperwork. They have more time to provide face-to-face, in-person support. And I'm a social worker by profession. I know from my experience, I'm pretty sure many will echo me. When you give the social workers the time, they can interact with clients and help them engage the resources to help them get their needs met. It's a bigger way of supporting, helping them, rather than you stuck your time going through all those administrative burdens. So with that, we have always, our commitment is will always be there for vulnerable Albertans. Not only we provide a social safety net for them when they need it, but we also strive to do the best to make things easy for them, to empower them to move on to their life, to be successful on their path. We have, with all of this, is part of our ongoing effort to reduce red tape and make life easier for vulnerable Albertans. I think you'll hear from my colleague, Minister Fur, talk about red tape reduction isn't just for those who have profit in mind. For those serving quality of life, to reducing stress, making things easier for them, today's announcement is a unique demonstration for that. In fact, we also announced the new online application for AISH programs in May. For the first time ever in Alberta, that people who apply for AISH, AISH stands for Alberta Income Support for Severely Handicapped People. You can imagine it's for even more vulnerable folks there. By extending this new technology also to that group of people needing the support, again, we make life easier for them. I want to thank Oxford House, along with CUPS Calgary, the Alex Center in Calgary, the Bissau Center in Edmonton, and the Leduc FCSS for voluntarily piloting this new system, working with us to make this a new reality today for Albertans. Your collaboration, feedback, and help piloting the system enabled us to build a better product for vulnerable Albertans. While we're pleased to update our system and provide a better online experience, we know online service alone cannot be all that we do. For those people who still require in-person support, our commitment is our doors are always open. Our in-person support services is there for you too. So make no mistake, by providing more tools, efficient tools, we're not taking away from the in-person support that we always do. All vulnerable Albertans deserve easy access to support as they need. Removing red tape and updating our system, making things better for them, make it faster and easier for them, is our tangible ways to contributing, getting their life better. I believe by making life a little bit easier for those who depend on our support, allow us to make bigger difference in many people's life over the long run. So thank you so much for today's opportunity to share with you. Now I'd like to invite my colleague, Minister Fur, to share her words.
Thank you. I'm honored to join you all this afternoon to celebrate another way Alberta's government is making life easier for Albertans. We've been working hard to modernize regulations, eliminate unnecessary requirements, and reduce administrative burden. And with the commitment of my ministerial colleagues, we've made significant progress so far, with more to come. Thanks to the hard work of Minister Luan and his team, today's announcement brings forward another common sense change that will simplify and enhance service delivery for low-income Albertans. Providing an online option for people to apply for AISH and improving the income support online application process makes it easier and faster for folks to access the supports they need. This new and improved process is one of many changes we've made to improve services for Albertans. Some of the other changes include the Find Housing online tool. It guides potential applicants through the process of evaluating eligibility and connects them with providers and housing options for their individual situation. Automatically enrolling people into seniors' financial assistance programs, including the Alberta Senior Benefit Program upon turning 65. And the Seniors Financial Assistance Online Services Platform, which is a one-stop shop that enrolls seniors into multiple programs, including the Alberta Seniors Benefit and Alberta Health Dental, Optical, and Prescription Drug Coverage programs. These are just a few examples of the hundreds of changes we've made to help connect Albertans to the supports they need. To date, Alberta's government has taken great strides to cut red tape, achieving a 26% reduction so far, making life better for hardworking Albertans. These reductions have resulted in a savings of over $1.2 billion and countless hours, and we're still going. Today's announcement continues that work and moves us another step closer to reaching our goal of cutting red tape by 1/3, and will help thousands of Albertans who apply for income support and submit AISH applications every year. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Furr. I'll now ask Executive Director of Oxford House, Earl Thiessen, to come and say a few words.
Thank you. Hello and welcome. First, I would like to thank Minister Luan and Minister Furr for launching this very important initiative, and to Ms. Donnelly for participating in this announcement. CUPS played a vital role in my recovery journey. I myself accessed income support at the beginning of my healing process. Ease of access is a crucial factor for our residents and all Albertans needing to access income support. Specifically for Oxford House residents, it provides a seamless start to their recovery journeys. We all know the financial strains of getting started or playing catch-up financially. Our support workers found the use of the portal much quicker and easier to navigate. One of the biggest factors when a person is starting over or starting their journey or starting their process of getting financially stable is ease of access, and this initiative makes that much easier and much more convenient for those accessing it. We are truly honored to have had the opportunity to be a part of this pilot program that has come to the implementation stage. It truly has been an honor working with Minister Luan across 2 different portfolios, and we at Oxford House are extremely grateful for all the Alberta government does for the marginalized population. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Earl. Now ask Carleen Donnelly from CUPS Calgary to come up and say a few words. Carleen?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start as well by thanking Minister Luan, who I've known for a very long time, and Minister Furr for being here on such an important initiative. I'd like to also thank Earl and his team for hosting this at Oxford House. CUPS Calgary, just in case anyone doesn't know, works with Albertans that really are working through the effects of poverty and trauma. They rely on the Alberta Works income support and the AISH benefit programs to really not only meet their needs, but to have a platform to grow and to thrive. Our care coordination team piloted this program for several weeks, and they found the process to be very straightforward and very user-friendly. That's a very important thing when, as Minister Luan pointed out, when people sometimes have to wait weeks just to know they haven't finalized or finished the applications. We saw increased efficiencies. The online application helped us help our clients navigate to all the support systems that they could get and all the supports that they needed. We also have heard from our clients that they received responses much more in a timely fashion through the online portal than they did in the traditional. We heard that there were shorter turnaround times, which reduces stress on both sides of the fence. This allowed our recipients to access essential things like housing and medications faster. And what difference does that make? The difference that makes is it reduces the risk of homelessness and eviction. And to us at CUPS, and I know in all factors and community partners and in government, we want to look at prevention more. We want to look at how can we stop if I'm coming, a 0 out of 10 and be a 10. We want to move upstream and look at how we can be preventative. And for us, this platform, not only easier to navigate, faster, efficient, and more of a timely response, it is exactly that. We're moving upstream. We're being cost effective as a province. We're also being more efficient and humane for the clients that walk through our doors to be able to get all supports that they need and have that platform that Earl talked about to begin that building blocks of being able to be thriving in their community. So this initiative is extremely important. Reducing red tape is extremely important. looking at systems like this and being more upstream is incredibly important, and our community partners and I are very, very focused on that. So thank you very much, and we know that this is going to make an incredible difference for many, many individuals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carleen. We're going to move to our Q&A portion. As you know, we have Minister Luan and Minister Furr available for questions, and Mr. Thiessen and Carleen Donnelly. So we don't have any questions on the floor. Operator, will you please put through our first caller?
Catherine Burgowski, Alberta Today.
Well, thanks for taking my question. So, Minister, off the top, you said that this online portal is for basic applications. I'm wondering, is this online going to be for every benefit? Like I know on AISH there's supplemental benefits as well, like transportation. Like, is it a one-stop shop, or are there still going to be paperwork required in some instances?
This is for all. Simple answer is this is part of the whole government of Alberta's digitalization platform for full AISH program, full income support program within my ministry. We're full on.
Excellent. And Catherine, do you have a follow-up?
Yeah, I'm just hoping to get some more information about the pilot itself, like how many people participated, what you learned, just sort of how long the pilot ran, that type of thing.
I can speak high level from the ministry. I'm going to invite Earl and Carleen to talk about their experience there. We took a what I call soft launch approach back in spring of this year, because we know every time when you do big system change, there bugs need to be worked out. There are intended good outcomes that sometimes may not create that readily available user-friendly experience. So we took a what I call soft launch on this, and by May we're full ready for that. I believe I named about 5 of the organizations that was targeted for this, and each of them have their unique experience and clientele group there. I'm going to turn it to both Earl and Carleen to comment what's their experience with their population. Thank you.
For Oxford House, through the processes that we previously used, there were a lot of visits to multiple offices, numerous pieces of paperwork that needed to be filled out, and with this system, it's all done at once, and it is making it much easier for our potential residents to access support. One of the biggest things, like I said, in recovery is getting financial stability, and we have people on AISH in our homes. So by making it easier and ease of access is paramount. It's a much easier process, and it's more comfortable for our residents. Thank you.
Hi, it's Carleen with CUPS again. For us, we see approximately about 100 plus folks come through our doors every week, so we pilot this for 2 weeks. I don't have the exact stats, but I know that we, through our primary care clinic and through our care coordination and through our community responses and our housing, we do have quite a steady flow of applications that are new to both AISH and Alberta Works, but it's also for additional items that they need through Alberta Works. So it is a constant flow, and I'm happy to provide those stats in an email following up from this. But it certainly definitely was a solid volume of number.
And Catherine will follow up by email for you after the event. Operator, will you please put through the next caller?
There are no other questions in the queue at this time.
Excellent. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.